Hey everybody, it's Mr. Marshall at Stony Lane. I'm coming to you today because last time we talked about how you were starting this new kind of writing called essay writing. Remember that? And um and we talked about how essay writing is a place where you want to kind of grow an idea, right? Make it bigger so you can think about it in new ways and maybe help other people think about it in new ways too. Well, that can be really hard when you don't have a lot of writing about it. So today I'm going to teach you a quick way that you can make your writing longer and your ideas bigger, and that's by using what I call essay stretcher words, words that make your writing stretched out and longer and a little more thoughtful. Okay, so let's take a look. This is my writing notebook that I'm typing in right now, and I started writing about teaching because that's something that I know a lot about. And while I was writing, I started thinking about the stuff that teachers have to do. Okay. And so I'm going to do some writing about that today. Um, and so some of the words that are going to help me stretch my ideas and make them bigger and more thoughtful are here. For example, right? That's one. Another thing that can make my writing longer is if I said, this is important because, right? Another bunch of words that can help me to make my writing longer. Sorry, this is going to come up. There we go. Another bunch of words that can help me would be to say, that must mean, right? Like those are words that can help me stretch my writing. So let's try that out. Okay. So one of the things that I was thinking about teaching is that in a lot of ways, teachers have to be just like kids. They have to be just like learners in a bunch of different ways. So I'm going to do a little bit of writing about that today. Here we go. Teachers need to be just like learners because they're always trying new things. So, for example, lots of teachers just learned about Google Classroom and what it's like to teach kids who are sitting at home. So let's wait for the words to get in there. And then, for example, lots of teachers just learned about Google Classroom and what it's like to teach kids who are sitting at home. This is important because they've never had to do that, and now they do because of COVID-19. Okay, so let's see. That must mean that it's the kind of work that involves learning all the time. That must mean it's the kind of work that involves learning all the time. Okay, let's keep going. Teachers need to be just like learners because they have to work together. For example, wait for the word, sorry, this is so slow. For example, whoops. For example, teachers have to work to plan their lessons together. And special things like field trips. Right? They do that work together. That must mean that they have to cooperate really well, just like we always tell kids to do. Okay? So, do you see how I use those words to make my writing longer and stronger and have more thinking inside it? Okay? And there's lots of typing errors in here. I hope you ignore those. I'll fix those later. But that's kind of what you would do. You would use these words that we just used. For example, this is important because that must mean, and that'll help you to write more and have like bigger and deeper thoughts. Okay. So when you write in your notebook or if you write on your Chromebook, you can use these words to make your writing deeper. All right. Why don't you try that? And I'll see you next time.